I actually wanted to. I don't know the word in English, but basically it's like to unholy the place, like something that I will never do. Like I thought, even when I was thinking about opening the relationship, I thought, okay, I'm opening the relationship, but I won't bring any person here to our home. But 2 days after he left, I wanted to do exactly that.
This is not an interview. There is no format. This is simply a conversation about life.
Wow. However, it must be, we must take a second to notice that you were both on Tinder within a few days.
Yeah.
And already came in contact with each other. Like, so what do you think, what, are you, like, you'll meet people, you're not looking to get in any relationship just yet, like you still have.
He broke up with me and I opened Tinder the next day. And the next day I met a guy that I've been writing back and forth for the last month and a half through Craigslist. I never thought this could happen. And I met him, and like he came over here. I actually wanted to. I don't know the word in English, but basically it's like to unholy the place, like something that I will never do. Like I thought, even when I was thinking about opening the relationship, I thought, okay, I'm opening the relationship, but I won't bring any person here to our home. But 2 days after he left, I wanted to do exactly that. Exactly that. And it was dysfunctional and it wasn't perfect, but it was what it was supposed to be, and it did the purpose that I wanted it to have.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Wow.
Yeah. And then that night, I could eat a little bit.
You could eat a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So you were like transitioning, you're really closing a chapter so that you can come.
Yeah. I want my life back, and I wanna, as I said in the beginning, I wanna suffer as much as is necessary and not an inch more than that. Like,
So, okay. Now I gotta ask you a tough question.
All right.
So over this 6-year relationship, was there any other things going on? Okay.
No.
So now this is crazy because, so what was it like after 6 years of this one person, and now for the first time in 6 years you've been with someone else? Because how was, because you know what, when I lived in New York, I briefly dated a woman who was she was a bit older than me at the time. I was still in my 30s and she was in her 40s. But she had been married to her husband, like, this is the only man she had ever been with in her.
Wow. Okay.
And then I was like the second guy that she had ever been with. And it did wonders for my ego, because it was like, it's all fresh and new, and you know what I mean? And so yeah, but it was strange, but it was a different situation, because um, I think she wanted to experience some different things as well, and in this, I don't know where they are now, but at that time, he was still trying to be a part of her life, and I think he was just like going to let her do whatever she wanted to do in order to have a chance of
To
it.
keep her.
Yeah, and so um yeah,
Mm.
it was really really tough. Okay, so anyway, I I
But wait, she wasn't heartbroken. She was just experimenting.
well, I mean, at that point, I I don't really remember now because it's been like quite a, yeah, really really long time ago. And she, I don't know how long they had been separated, but like he was still living in the place that they had together,
All
and
right.
she had a place of her own
Okay.
at that point. But I can't remember how much time had passed between like her moving into her own place or whatever. But he was definitely still in her life, because at one point in time she said that he wanted to meet me.
Wow, nice.
And well, I see, I was younger then. I hadn't seen so much of the world. So I immediately started thinking, oh, y'all trying to get some freakiness going on. Like y'all trying to, what do you want to be for? You know what I mean? Like I wasn't sure what was going on. So when I would go over there, I was always like looking in the closet, making sure he wasn't in there and stuff like that. And um but yeah, it was very interesting, but she definitely didn't seem heartbroken as I remember it.
Okay. Yeah, I think for the another person, like I think for the guy, like the guy has to be really up to what he's gonna do, because like, in your case he was experimenting, and also you had a certain level of responsibility there because he was experimenting. You were the second guy that she was ever with,
Yeah.
so you were like, you had to give your best.
Well, it's also New York. Like everything happens so fast that sometimes you don't get a second chance. So you got to do all your tricks, everything you got to go for it. You know what I mean? You can't save anything for, you know what I mean? Like special occasions. Nope. You got to do everything.
All in.
Yeah, and actually, if I remember correctly, somewhere at the time when we were seeing each other, she did see another guy. So there was at least a third guy, you know. And
This lady knew what she was doing.
I guess so. I guess so. So I don't know what happened, but I mean, I know she definitely she had feelings for me. I think as well at some point in time, because this was right around the time when I was going to. I was thinking about leaving New York and moving to Montreal, and we had even made a plan to um, that she was going. We were going to go up to New York together. I mean, go up to Montreal together, and I was just going to look around for a place and everything while we were there. And then she just all of a sudden was like, I can't do it. I cannot do it. I don't want to see you anymore, and I can't go with you. You know.
Mm,
And so, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So it wasn't just like a relationship based in sexual encounters. There was way more.
You listen. Who's gonna with all this personality I got going on? You know what I mean? Like,
All right.
no, I don't know. I mean, I don't think I'm sure she may have gotten to that point where she could probably be more casual, but I don't think she was built like this at that point. You know what I mean? Like you're talking about a
Mm-hmm.
person who And I mean, I think they have been together like 20 something years, maybe. Like,
Wow.
so she's in her 40s at this point. So I think that I don't think she was at this point where like, yeah, I can just go and be with some guys and it won't mean anything. You know what I mean? Like, I think you have to get to that point. You either start
Yeah.
out at that point or you get to that point, but I don't think you just switch it on and off. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so also.
Yeah. But I mean, I think I remember her saying that she didn't like the third guy so much, So, and then
Okay.
yeah, so I don't know.
Wow, but she had a lot going on.
Yeah. So okay, so
No.
now you had the 6. So now it wasn't 20 plus years like her, but or 40 years of. So 6 years. Was this
Yeah.
strange?
Yeah, like I don't have the telephone number of the guy or any other way of contact him besides emails because we wanted this way. So I wrote him an email and I told him, look, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I wanna do it. I need to do it, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. And what I do know is that you're gonna have to be very gentle with me, like super gentle, because I feel very fragile. And he was, and like he was like really really nice. And I told him like when he came over, I was like, listen, I'm very nervous. I don't know if I can do it. Please just treat me like you love me. Even if you don't love me, just treat me a little bit like you love me, because right now I need to feel loved.
Oh wow!
And he did a super good job.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, a really good job.
Wow.
So I consider myself quite lucky because he's not a friend, he's a stranger. Like we exchanged hundreds of emails, yes, but it's still a stranger.
Okay. Hold on.
But he was really
Hold on. Hold the juice. Hold the juice, as my uncle would say. So when were these? So this was during your relationship you had these emails going. So this was at the time when you were thinking of doing the open thing. And so you had already started laying the groundwork of the openness, or?
Well, I am like I always been, and my husband knew that I was always kind of looking for a kick outside. Like I was always kind of like looking in Craigslist, looking here, reading there, like I needed some extra excitement.
Okay.
And yeah, I like when we started talking about it, then I thought, okay, then I can just like play a little bit. And yeah, we started writing to each other like super casual, and it became sexual very fast.
Okay. But like, of course, I assume on Craigslist the section is like a sexual encounter section of Craigslist.
No, this is gone. This section in Craigslist is gone. Like they removed it years ago.
Oh, really? Okay.
Sadly, because I loved it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. And while this was going on, your partner, what was he doing?
I don't know what, like probably he was doing nothing.
Man. See, this is the issue. This is the issue with this open thing, right?
Yeah.
It's way easier for like, a woman to make something happen. You know what I mean? Like you can make all these requirements. Listen, when you come here, you gotta talk to me like this and do it. Look, you know what I mean? Like you try to be a guy doing all this.
But actually, he could have told me also. He could have said, "Look, Silvia, I need this, this, and this." He just didn't do it. Like I am really good at saying what I need, like what I want and how I want it.
Okay.
And I don't think, like, yes, I think it's easier for women to actually find like an adventure outside.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel this way because I don't feel as attractive as I was when I started going out with my husband.
Okay.
Like now I have gray hair and I feel older and fatter and, you know, all of these things, like my self love or self, I don't know how to say it, is much lower than before. So I actually didn't feel I could be sexy or another guy could find me sexy. And for me, it was a surprise that this guy, or like, he actually was good looking and really nice, and he found me super sexy and super pretty. And I was very surprised, and it felt great. Like, thank you, a stranger, for this.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.